proving that a quadrilateral means 4 sides, is a parallelogram, or when the 4 sides is a parallelogram. Not all polygon 4 sides is a parallelogram. Some of them is a parallelogram. We have some conditions. Number 1, if both pair of opposite sides of quadrilateral are congruent, H2 opposite sides are congruent, BC equals AD and AB equals DC. If this condition satisfied, then this shape is a parallelogram. Number 2, if an angle of a quadrilateral is supplementary to both of its consecutive angles. For example, angle A supplementary with 2 consecutive angles, with B and with D. Angle A and B supplementary, their sum is 180, and also angle A and angle D, their sum is 180. If this one satisfied, then this shape is called a parallelogram. Next, if both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then it's called a parallelogram. Angle A and angle C equals, angle B and angle D equals, then this shape is called a parallelogram.
أيوة مستر easy.
Easy. Then next one, if the 2 diagonal like AC and BD bisect each other, not one of them bisect the other, no, each one bisect the other. AC bisect BD and BD bisect AC, or AE equal EC and BE equal ED. If the 2 diagonals bisect each other, then this shape 4 sides is called parallelogram. Now, not each pair, only one pair of opposite sides. Only one pair, AD and BC, but 2 conditions. Number 1, they are congruent, equal in length, and also they are parallel. If only 2 sides parallel and equals, then the shape is a parallelogram. Again, that's all. If each 2 opposite sides are parallel, it's called parallelogram. H2 opposite sides are parallel, or H2 opposite sides are equals or congruent, then the shape is parallelogram. Or one angle supplementary with consecutive angle, supplementary with this one and this one. 105 plus 75, 180. 105 and 75, 180. Then the shape is a parallelogram. Next, H2 opposite angles are congruent, the same. For example, 70, 70. 110, 110, then this shape is a parallelogram. The 2 diagonal bisect each other. Only 2 sides, but 2 conditions, parallel and equals. Parallel and equals. اوكي يا شباب؟ ايزي؟
اوكي يا مستر easy.
Yeah, easy.
نبدأ في الاكزامبلز؟
Yes.
اوكي.
ناخد example.
مستر الهوم ورك على دي كيدز نخلص موجود ولا؟
موجود من ساعة فاتت.
اصلا الايديو كيدز انا حليت.
لا مش يا مستر مش فاهم يا مستر اخر واحد.
LMNB be a parallelogram. When this shape is a parallelogram, if Y angle B, which is Y, supplementary with 68. If they are supplementary, then Y equals 180 minus 68. If Y equals 180 minus 68, which is 112, 112 plus 68, 180. 112 plus 68, 180. Then this shape is a parallelogram. Is the given information enough to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram? About sides? No. Diagonals? No. Angles? Yes. Angle A is X, and the opposite one is angle C, also X. They are equals. And the other two angles, only one, two angle, each pair, and 2y equals 2y? Yes. Then each two opposite angles, they are congruent. Then this shape is a parallelogram. What's the reason? Opposite angles are congruent. Then ABCD is a parallelogram. Yes, difficult. This shape is a parallelogram. I think this information not enough, because the two diagonal not bisect each other. If bisect each other, then AH equals HC. No, AH equal HB. And BH equal HD. No, HD equal HC. Then it's not bisect each other. Then not parallelogram. The diagonals might not bisect each other. Now, what is the value of X and Y? Must ABCD is a parallelogram, be parallelogram. When this shape is a parallelogram, about sides? No. Angles? No. Diagonals? Yes, we have the two diagonals, and one of them, BD, already bisected. Then, to be parallelogram, must be the other diagonals bisected. Means this part equals this part. Then 4x minus 5 equal 3x. Then 4x minus 5 equal 3x. Then x equals 5. Next. When the shape is a parallelogram, if the two diagonal bisect each other, then if 2x equals 4, then x equals 4. And what? 2y minus 7 equals y minus 1. Then y equals 6. What's the value of x and y to be parallelogram? Each two opposite angles are congruent. Each two opposite angles are congruent. Angle A equal angle C. Angle B equal angle D. Then 3x equals 4x minus 21, and solve 21, it will be positive there, and 3x it will be negative, x equal 21, and 3y equal y plus 78, and solve y, 3y minus y, it will be 2y divided 2 39. Number 10. Already we have two parallel lines. Then what is the other condition? If they are parallel and equal. Parallel, congruent, and parallel. They are parallel. They, to be parallelogram, must be AD equals CP. Then 6x minus 4 equal 3x plus 1, and solve algebraically. Already we have two angles, angle C and angle A already equals. If they are equals and they are corresponding, alternate or what? Like Z. Yes, alternate. Then DC already parallel to AB. Two sides parallel. What's the other condition? If the other two sides parallel, I cannot. If this the same side parallel and equals, yes. Then DC already parallel to AB, alternate angles. If I got DC congruent to AB, it will be parallelogram. when DC congruent to AB, if 5x minus 8 equals 2x plus 7, and solve algebraically, then x equals 5. 5 times 5, 25. 25 minus 8, 17. 5, another one. 2 times 5, 10, plus 7, 17. Then AB 17 and DC 17, and they parallel also. They are parallel, then is a parallelogram. They are the
number 8.
who else? Abdullah ولا Abdullah, okay. Ahmed Abdullah?
Yes, mister.
Yes, ask.
Number 9.
Number 9. Ahmed Abdullah, in the parallelogram, each two opposite angles are congruent, right?
Yes.
What's the meaning of congruent? They are equals. Then 3y equal y plus 78, right?
Yes.
And 3x equals 4x minus 21. بس هو ده اللي احنا عملناه، وايكويشن بقى solving equation algebra. Okay? Who else?
We finished or there is still something?
Then not finished. Not finished yet. Not yet. Okay.
Okay.
Complete now?
Yeah.
Okay. Finish this one and this one also. Yes. Can you prove that the quadrilateral is a parallelogram based on the given information? This shape is a parallelogram for the conditions. This side equals this side and this side equals this side. Each two opposite sides are congruent. Then it's a parallelogram, yes. What's the reason? Both pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Next. This shape is a parallelogram. I have diagonal and bisected. But what about the other diagonal? Not bisected. Then no. Only one diagonal is bisected. Not both. What about this one? These angles, opposite angle equal and the other opposite angle equal. Then this is a parallelogram. Both pairs of opposite angles are congruent. This one, we have only two opposite sides, but they are congruent and parallel. They are congruent and parallel. Then it's a parallelogram. One pair of opposite sides are congruent. Not enough. Congruent, only one pair congruent? No. And parallel, yes. This one is a parallelogram. Check. This side congruent this side, yes. This side and this side, they are congruent, yes. And the other, this side and this side congruent, yes. Each two opposite sides are congruent. It's called parallelogram. Both pair of opposite sides are congruent. And thank you.
صراحة يا مستر ايزي.
Okay.